So I'm just out with the dogs, only my dogs, and you can see how much calmer and more relaxed they are today without their friends. Still got a cold. I wish it'd go away. I think it's on its way out. Nala's got just come into season, which would explain the way Lily and Disney have been with her, because at the start when they first arrived, Lily and Disney just didn't have any manners, didn't really respect the fact that Nala's boss, and they weren't socialised, and then everything settled down. And then a couple of weeks ago Nala started humping, which made me think she was coming into season sooner than she normally would have. But yeah, then Lily and Disney started getting a bit snappy and growly with Nala and started trying to dominate her, which they hadn't been doing for a long time. But that explains it. It's just hormones. And then I just wanted to talk a little bit about the video yesterday, because you saw Simba, who isn't my dog. He was chasing the pony when she was cantering, and he was barking as well and getting quite het up over it. Now luckily that pony was absolutely fine with that behaviour, but there's a lot of dogs, a lot of horses, they were just chasing a bird then, that wouldn't be okay with that behaviour. So really it wasn't my place to say, because it's not my dog, but had it been one of my dogs, I would have stopped it. I would have called it back, held it on a lead, stopped that behaviour, because they could do it to a horse that's loose in the field. That horse could get trapped in a fence or fall, hurt itself, whatever. I'm just going to whistle them back. Be interesting today because they know I haven't got treats. Oh, they come in. Yeah, good guys! Woohoo! Good guys! Good guys! And also doing it to a horse and rider, there's plenty of horses that wouldn't like it, and then they could do something that could make that rider fall off, it turns into a very dangerous situation with the wrong horse reacting. Good boy, Dads! Good boy! So I would have stopped that behaviour straight away, but like I said, it wasn't my dog, so I just let it happen. Good girl, Cal! Good girl, Khaleesi! Oh, you good girl. You good girl. And then later on in the walk, when we were heading back, he went running up to the liveries, barking his head off, and they just had no recall. So luckily my dogs just didn't join in with him, because they know the liveries really well. But I think behaviour like that is really why I don't always let Simba up here, because it can teach the other dogs bad habits, for one, but number two, and the main reason actually, is he can cause and will end up causing an accident with behaviour like that. So yeah, just thought I rewatched that video. It was like, that dog's chasing that horse or that pony. I'm like, yeah, he is. But it's really hard when it's not your dog and the owners are there. And I think it's different if they're not your dog but the owner isn't there and you're the one who's responsible. But I wasn't the one responsible for that dog yesterday. Sorry I'm so out of puff. It is because I got a chest infection. I promise I'm not that unfit. These dogs wouldn't let me be. This way, guys. Good guys. See, I teach them things like this way and stuff, so they do know. I don't want them back to go on lead or, you know, stop the walk, stop the fun or anything. I just want them back to change direction. See, I'm not going too far because I don't feel very well, but just leaving them in an open field like this, they are good fun. So Nala probably can do the first show I've booked them in for, but she's going to miss the next two because I think they'll be just after or just on her standing days, and then we'd be back to normal. So I've lost a little bit in entry fees, but it's what it is. That's what happens when you show bitches, and when they come in, she's come in 6 months between seasons, whereas normally she goes 8. So who can predict? But it does mean I can enter crafts because I know she won't be in season for crafts. So I'm actually quite happy, really. So yeah, I'll see you all for the next one. Bye.